If you are watching this video right now, then you know and you can intuitively feel that there is a life of ease, that there is a way of being that does not require suffering. There is a way, you know, that there is a way for you to exist that looks like flow, that feels like flow, that does not feel like force. The work that you're doing, your tasks that you're doing, yes, they may be responsibilities, but these are responsibilities that you chose. These are responsibilities that align with your soul align desires. These responsibilities, not only are they expanding you, but these responsibilities are accompanied with the prosperity, the abundance, the opulence, the luxury that you came into this life already holding. See, this wasn't something that you had to go out there and get. You remembered that you carried it into this physical life. You carried it in your heart, you carry it in your soul. And now you can feel that these aspects of your soul are wanting to be expressed. And that goes along with you knowing that a life of ease that does not include force exists for you. And you're watching this video because you feel that brewing on the inside of you. And you may be saying, well, how do I get from where I'm at now to that life of ease and flow that I know belongs to me? And here's what I want to offer to you, that it is not something that you have to get. It is simply something that you embrace. It is something that you embrace and you allow for your physical environment to conform to what you are expressing. And I'm bringing this up because on this channel I talk about the hidden effects of religious dogma. I talk about the hidden effects of religious programming and how religious programming takes effect in every single part of our life. It negatively influences everything. Okay? I know we like to think that there is a separation between religion and education, that there is a separation between religion and politics, and we know that that is not the case. It's never been the case. And that is starting to unfold, has started to unfold, and it's beginning to be very clear to a lot of people. And I want to use an example of this, okay? So, religion teaches you that suffering, difficulty, and challenge after challenge after challenge upon challenge is normal. It is not. Now, am I saying that to have a challenge in your life, to not have any challenges at all, that is the way to exist in your physical life? I don't know. I'm going to, at this point, because of where my consciousness level is, I'm going to say no. Perhaps someone out there has higher consciousness than me, and maybe they are saying no. I don't choose to have any challenges because I know I can exist above challenges. But what I'm going to say is, on this physical plane, you as a sovereign spiritual being, yes, there are going to be things that could come up in your environment that you would prefer not to happen. But the thing is, there is no such thing as you having to go through challenges all the time. Your body was never designed to experience stress, continual stress of challenges all the time. But religion sends out the message that to experience hardship and difficulty, that is a way of life. And if you are operating from religious programming, then yes, you're going to show up as a person who believes that challenges and difficulty, to have them continually, well, that's just the way it is. And that is not the way that it is. So, religion has bred millions of people who are roaming the earth thinking that if something doesn't feel hard, if something feels too easy, then something must be wrong. See, religion will have you normalizing a constant struggle. Religion will have you normalizing constant difficulty. Religion will have you normalizing constant struggle. Religion will have you normalizing constant struggle. You know the phrase that floats around in society when we say, oh, it's always something. That is fruit of the programming tree. And I know a lot of times we hear that phrase as perhaps a joke, someone joking, but that phrase comes from somewhere. Oh, there's always something. Or you hear those people that say, well, it's just what you have to deal with in life. No, you don't have to deal with something that you don't want. You don't have to deal with something that feels soul aligned or misaligned to you. You don't. That is limited thinking. We have accepted to have something always wrong, that's normal. If we can accept that that's normal, why can't we accept? If we can accept a struggle loop, can't we accept an ease loop? A flow like water loop? We can accept that, right? We can accept the opposite. And so I'm going to give you an example. One of which actually became a theme, one of the things that I used to see during my days as a young woman in my early 20s in the church, in religion, I used to see a lot of relationships, specifically marriages, that were, you could see both the man and the woman just completely crumbling before your eyes. Looked unhealthy. They were unhappy. Always looked upset. It was a toxic situation for both. Many times for both. I'll keep it there for this video. The couples were walking coffins. They looked out of it. They looked like they wanted to be out of the marriage, but they were there because they were told and made to believe that we have to endure this toxic arrangement. We have to endure this in order for us to show ourselves worthy of God's love, or in order to be good examples of God's people, to suffer for Christ's sake. Meanwhile, both involved in the marriage, their mental capacity was suffering, their emotional capacity was suffering, everything was suffering. And instead of the religion empowering both to say, you know what, this is not for us, we are not for each other, let's go our separate ways so that we can live in joy and live in happiness. But religion said to endure. And the thing that the church did was, when you knew that the couple was just going through it. And when I say going through it, I'm not talking about, the occasional arguments that you may have with your significant other, or you're the two of you are getting on each other's nerves. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some very heavy emotional abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse that was taking place, people being cheated on and being told that it was their duty, their holy duty, to endure. And so you have people in these relationships, and instead of being empowered to take the reins of their life, they stayed. They stayed. And so the couple was put on a pedestal as, see, you have to endure this. You will stay together because there is what was the word? There is restoration is the word that was used a lot. So toxicity was disguised as, oh, this is restoration because the marriage is still intact. Restoration and transformation. See, this relationship is still intact. God will bless you. God will do it. He'll take care of you. So these types of messages fall in line with the message of struggle and challenges and things being difficult, waiting for the other shoe to drop. We've heard that phrase as well. So when you decide to leave, just leave the religion and you leave the church, this is why you have to do the identity work and the emotional work, because you will carry the identity of a person who normalizes struggle, and it will show up in, of course, your relationships, not just relationship with another person, but the relationship with yourself and what you allow yourself to receive. It will show up in your money. It will show up in your conversations, your interactions with other people. It will show up just in your daily life. It will be difficult for you to even accept support because you hold on to the belief and the story. Oh, it's got to be difficult. I got to do it by myself. Otherwise, it won't be worth it. I have to show myself worthy to receive. And so one of the examples and one of the ways that shows up is if you have difficulty receiving help, if you have difficulty receiving support from other people. That's just one example. I could give you 10,000 of them. Okay. And I'm saying this from experience. All right. So what I want you to remember from this video, your takeaway is your life gets to be easy. Your life gets to be a vacation. You get to wake up every day and celebrate yourself. You get to wake up every day and enjoy your time. First, own your time. You get to wake up every day and decide and choose, what do I get to do today? That is a life of ease. Whatever a life of ease looks like to you. How about at the end of this video, when you turn off this video, you write out, what does a life of ease, what does that mean to me? Because I can give you what my life of ease looks like, but it could be different for you. So if you have never taken the time to do that, consider, and I invite you to journal, to write this out. Pen to paper is powerful. Write out what a life of ease feels like and looks like to you. To you. So I wanted to leave you with that message, because it is time for us to start living our lives on a higher consciousness, from higher consciousness. And so which means we can't keep doing the same things over and over again. which means we have to start looking at things from higher consciousness. And part of that is what we allow ourselves to accept as normal or a normal existence. What does that really mean to us? And if we do say, okay, if you do the exercise that I'm giving you, if you write out what ease looks and feels like to you, even doing that, you still have to be open to even have that expand. From whatever you write after this video, you even have to be willing that to consider that even a week from today, even tomorrow, that what you wrote could expand, will expand. It's time for us to live higher. It's time for us to live higher. We have to expect more. Expecting more means to, part of that is going to be, not part of it, but all of it means you are embracing who you are as a sovereign being. That's what that means. All right, so get ready for your life of ease. See it, speak it, accept it. All right, until next time, be sovereign.